Hello everyone, I'm Yuewen Gao. So today I would like to introduce my research, which topic is the impact of top managing teams' diverse career background on dividend payout policy and evidence from China's. And so first, let's introduce it. So dividend payout policy is very important internal decision of fund. It decides how a corporation's divide or separate its net income into return on its used for reinvestment or distribute as dividends to their shareholders. And top managing teams' diverse career background is a very important variables that influence the internal decision, because top management team is key participants of internal decision making. And so we wonder that does top managing team's diverse career background affect dividend payout policy? And so we examined whether how top management's diverse career background affect the dividend payout policy. So we do some literature review. So the first one, Sheffrey in 2015, says that the investor prefer tangible gains in form of dividends instead of uncertain potential capital gain. It is also referred to the birding hand theory that investors will like to get the tangible gains in their hand to decrease their uncertainty of future capital gains, because you don't know whether this stock price will decrease or not. Yeah, so it is really uncertain. And the second one is Hambrick 2007. It says value, knowledge, experience, belief, and personality of a firm's top leader influence their decision-making process. So these values, knowledge, experience, belief, and personality is all about the top leader's characteristic. And so similar with our topic is focused on top management team's diverse career background. So it is also related to the characteristic. And so characteristic influence the decision-making process. So maybe the diverse career background also influence the internal decision-making process. And the third one is Minor 2016. It says decision-making process profoundly influenced by past experience. The past experience is similar to our diverse career experience, because it is past experience. So and the fourth one is Yuewen Gao in 2021. It says positive correlation between individuals' years of financial schooling and degree of marketization. And here we introduce the concept of the term marketization. It is about we want to measure is there a moderating effect of the marketization level. And here it says the marketization influence the individual's year of schooling. So it influence these areas people's educational degree or something like this. So it may also influence the diverse career background experience. So we use that. So according to the literature review, we developed two hypotheses. The hypothesis one is the top managing team's diverse career background positively impact the dividend payout ratio in Chinese listed companies. And the second one, we introduced the term marketization and use marketization level as the moderating effect. It says the positive impact of top managing team's diverse career experience on dividend payout ratio is stronger with high marketization level than those low. So let's introduce our data. Our data is primarily originally from Sysmar and Went, and our data sample is from 2013 to 2022. It's a 10-year time span, and our data frequency is annually since we use the dividend payout ratio as our measure of dividend payout policy, so it is annually. And our data selection, we use the Chinese A-share listed company and exclude estate and financial institution. We also exclude data sample with net asset less than 0 and exclude firms with missing key variables. And our independent variables is top managing team's diverse career background, and our dependent variables is dividend payout policy. So the methodology. How could we measure the top managing team's diverse career background? We collect the data from Sysmar, and in Sysmar there is use different number such as 1, 2, 3 to represented different departments that top management members has been worked for. So we calculate the average. We calculate the total number of departments that top managing teams has worked for, and since top managing team is a team, so we calculate the average number of it to use as the quantitative measure. And here is our regression model. You can see that we use firm size, firm age, leverage, ROA, cash flow. It is operating cash flow, and income growth, operating income growth, board size, board independence, top 10 ownership. It refers to the top 10 largest shareholders own how many proportion of the total shares, and also Tobin scale, and use the fixed effect, year fixed effect, and industrial fixed effect model. And so let's see our baseline result. In the first baseline result, we used the gradually fixed effect, and we got a very positive relation between the background and payout. We can see that with industrial fixed effect and year fixed effect, there is 0.049 with significance at 1% level, and it proved our hypothesis 1. And so we also look at this with no industrial fixed effect and year fixed effect. There's also a positive relationship with significant at the 5% level, and in only year fixed effect is also a positive relationship and with 1% level significance. And then we also measure the motivating effects of marketization level. Here we can see that the overall marketization level is negative 0.6040 with significant at 1% level here, and the intersection tone background times marketization is 0.2723 with significant at 1% level. So it proved our hypothesis 2, but when we separate the low marketization level and high marketization level, the result shows a contrast. So we will do more tests here. And we also test the difference between state-owned enterprises and non-state-owned enterprises. In state-owned enterprises, there shows a positive relation, but without any significance. And in non-state-owned enterprises, there is a positive relationship and with significance at 5% level. So in non-state-owned enterprises, the relationship between background and payout is more significant. And we think that the reason cause this kind of phenomenon might be that in state-owned enterprises there might be more rules to or more procedures to follow to determine the dividend payout policy. So it is less flexible than non-state-owned enterprises. And we also test the difference between large-scale enterprises and small and medium-scale enterprises. In large-scale enterprises, it is similar to before. It has a positive relationship but without any significance. And in small and medium scale, there is a positive relationship and with significance at 5% level. The reason might be similar because in large-scale enterprises, there are more members in top management teams, and people play less role of individuals in large companies. So it is also less flexible because also there are more rules and something like that. And we also test the influence of COVID-19 because COVID-19 caused a really huge shock to companies, and it might influence companies' operating phenomena or performance. So we separate the time span into pre-COVID time years and during COVID years, which is 2013 to 2019 and 2020 to 2022 separately. And in before COVID, we can see that the relationship between background and payout is 0.0682 with significance at 1% level. But during COVID, there is a positive relationship but not significance. So here we saw the differences. And so conclusion, we find that top managing diverse career background actually positively influence the dividend payout ratio, and marketization level stronger this relationship, but with some conflicts need to be further tested. And this literature's contribution is filling gaps in existing literatures, and it provides reference to investors' investing decision. So it can be used as a reference for investor to measure if they want to get more dividends. Maybe they can consider top management teams with more diverse career backgrounds. Yeah. So that's all. Thank you.